Boy, I don't know about you, but I am sure I'm glad that Spike didn't keep his big mouth shut this time around.
It was surprisingly good that he didn't.
Yeah, surprising being the key word. I am surprised they actually had the guts to go back in time, ideally, to address this particular issue concerning the character of Twilight and her past. And I'm also surprised how actually things panned out to be at the very end. It was surprisingly good for what it was. And what it was basically...
A callback to episode 1.
Well, among...
The very first episode.
Yes, among other things, it was also Twilight Sparkle confronting the version of herself that she could have become had she not, learned all about friendship, which was one of their inner conflicts in this episode. The other half being that, well, she let a friend down, and she didn't go to her party all the way back from episode 1, and this pretty much ruined her life, apparently, which was wow, which was really surprisingly sad.
It was very rather surprising for me that they actually went this way with the episode, because it shows that basically your actions can have negative effects and not only positive effects.
You mean to tell me real life repercussions to your actions? No way!
Yes!
Being a magical princess means not having responsibilities or facing consequences, ever. Who would have ever thought? Oh. So, in this episode, Princess Twilight Sparkle, now the Princess of Friendship, and it's actually the perfect moment to do this episode because of that, basically has a journey down memory lane and trying to reconnect herself with her old friends from the period of time in which she was just, studying, I think.
All the time.
All the time. And so she reconnects with Minuet, which the fandom better knows as Colgate, which is the other...
Did you notice how much they hammered in this name? They mentioned her name every 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, pretty much. Also,
her name is Minuet. Minuet. Stop calling her Colgate. His name is Minuet.
Pretty much. Although we have audible confirmation that Lyra is indeed Lyra Heartstrings. Also, and I have to say this, during this entire episode I was telling to myself, but where's Lyra? Wasn't she coming? Where's Lyra? She
lives in Ponyville now.
I know, but...
I wonder why. Maybe because her very special best friend in the whole world with so much benefits and lives there.
Gay marriage being legalized. But anyway, no, I thought they told that she was coming to Canterlot for this reunion or some kind like that. But anyway, considering she's actually part of the story now as a one of Twilight's oldest friends, she shouldn't be a background pony anymore. Logically speaking.
No, she shouldn't.
She shouldn't.
But, especially since both of them live in Ponyville.
Yes, also that Princess of Friendship. Yeah, right. I mean, how did she never notice freaking Lyra prancing in the streets of Ponyville, since it's not that large of a place, isn't it? Jeez. But anyway, okay, so there's Minuet, and those other twos, and there's Moon Dancer. Okay, I can only remember
lemon hearts,
lemon flank. I don't know. I can only remember Minuet. I wonder why. Well, there is also she's also the only other pony in this entire show that has a hourglass cutie mark.
Besides the
doctor, which is an interesting choice, but until when she was just a background pony, it could have been passed off as a animation error or a Easter egg. But now that she's been brought to the foreground as an actual character that has a specific place in Twilight Sparkle's own personal history, the questions are going to flow like a waterfall. I mean, why does she has the same cutie mark as the Doctor? That's...
Why not? I think cutie marks are rather limited.
But they're supposed to be unique for each and every individual. What is this? A bootleg? Bootleg cutie mark?
Maybe they symbolize something different for each one, but they have the same image.
But they're all supposed to be different. They have been all different. And I don't buy that. That's. But anyway, let's focus on the actual episode because it's a really, really good emotional episode.
Yes,
it is. And so, Twilight Sparkle finds out about Moondancer, which was the one who was having that party she never went to. And apparently that choice ended up ruining her life, because now she cannot trust in friends anymore. And she became exactly what Twilight Sparkle might have become had she not, went to Ponyville and had this entire show started.
No, you know what? I'm wondering at the moment. What if Moondancer and Twilight would have switched places?
Well, Twilight Sparkle was already the pupil, so I don't think that would have worked.
Would we still have a Princess of Friendship now, or wouldn't we?
Only one way to find out. To FilmFiction.net! But no, seriously, if you think about it, this seems like the kind of story you'd see fanfiction authors want to explore. And to see this kind of emotional story in which Twilight Sparkle actually tries to patch things up, amending fences, as the episode goes, with our old friendships in Counterlot, it turns out to be something that we really wanted to see, but we didn't know that we wanted to see it, because we didn't think that the particular aspect of our life would have been ever brought up ever again.
That's putting it quite correctly.
Yeah, yes, indeed. So she meets with Moondancer, and wow, she is exactly the perfect antisocial bookworm that she could have become. And I bet.
Are you happy? Are you happy?
Yeah,
You got another pony with eyebrows.
Okay, those eyebrows do not look half as cool as the hippie pony ones.
Did you see the eyebrows of her sister?
I think it's a family thing. Wait.
Maybe they're related to Treehugger then.
Okay, maybe Treehugger is the cousin or something. I don't know. What I do know is that I'm pretty sure when Twilight Sparkle saw Moondancer and the stage she was in, she basically saw an alternative universe version of herself. Twilight, this is what you could have become. Some sort of a time-freezing, revelatory moment for her. And I believe the episode does not hammer this aspect of her characterization, which is quite subtle.
But it's quite obvious nonetheless.
It's very much implied. I mean, the way she tries to patch things up with Moondancer, trying to have her to open up to the possibility of friendship over again. It's partly because, well, she feels guilty for what she did, which is the majority of the cause here, but also because, well, she needs to destroy that part of herself that she could have become. Because it would give her nightmares at night. In fact, come to think of it, the next episode is called Do Princes Dream of Ship or something like that, which is a direct reference to the famous Philip K. Dick novel that inspired Blade Runner. That's going to be interesting. I wonder if it's about Luna. That would be...
I am intrigued.
It's a really an intriguing title for a pony episode cartoon. But anyway, what confuses me a little bit visually is that part in which Twilight Sparkle wanders back into the place in which Moondancer's original party was being taking place. And I don't know what happens there. Either she summons some sort of magic to see in the past.
No, I think she is imagining what happened.
But if she was imagining what happens, that then really, if you think about it, the whole conflict here is that she thinks herself that her not going to her party ruined Moondancer, which I thought was a bit arrogant. For what we've been shown about the relationship between the two, it seems they didn't have much of a relationship to begin with. They just, studied together, and the other three ponies seemed the more outward and outgoing in that regard. So honestly, at first I thought that vision she saw was her imagining how the party went down. It would make sense, because otherwise it doesn't explain how she's suddenly able to do that. I didn't see her casting any spell to see that vision of the past. That's kind of confusing, but
I really think she's just imagining how it went, and it turned out to be true.
That's a bit lame. That's kind of the weakest part of the episode from a writing standpoint.
Why? Did you never imagine something going on without you, and it turned out to be true?
The vast majority of the time, it's more like a question of a matter of ego, and you think, oh no, without me, this party could have never worked. Imagine if the truth was going to be that she really didn't mean much to Moondancer to begin with, and the reason why she became completely closed off to herself was completely unrelated to the party.
That would have been a hard topic.
Yeah, but anyway, but let's go back to the episode at hand, because it really leads to a fantastic third act, which also takes me by surprise by how emotional it goes. It's a pure emotional breakdown on the part of Moondancer, in which all her bottled up emotions for over a year, because this is supposed to take place in over a year, by the way, timeline speaking.
Yeah,
and
I know.
It explodes into a spectacle of tears and rage and just break down and cry, and wow, I really felt bad. Wow, that was great. That was a great moment, a really sad moment too. And I like the idea that Pinkie Pie is already friends with Twilight's old friends, because
It's Pinkie! Of course she is!
and also because Twilight Sparkle is the bestest friends with the friends that she knows she has, but outside of her clique, she's not all that good, it seems. Well, what do you know? Learn a new things today. Dear Princess Twilight, today I learned
You suck as a friend! Oh.
Okay.
That's mean.
That's me. No, actually, she did a fantastic job here. She knew what needed to be done. She organized this party with the help of Pinkie Pie, because why wouldn't you use Pinkie Pie? And
You have the perfect party planning pink pony at your disposal.
nice,
Why wouldn't you use her?
nice alliteration there, buddy.
Thank you.
And so she does the right thing, and she apologized many times, and she effectively patches things up in the best way she could, and she does get to show up what she learned about friendship with her actual friendship experiences. And I love the idea that now, well, she's not part of a clique of friends anymore, that she can have friends in Canterlot, that just as well as she can have friends in Ponyville or in any part of the world. You don't have to limit your range of acquaintances, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's good to keep various friendships and various relationships with many people in order to broaden your horizons, so to speak. And as a princess of friendship, that's exactly what she needs to do, first and foremost.
Yes. And she needs to realize that you can have more than just the friends you see every day.
That's what I just said, damn it!
Yes, I just worded it differently.
That's just...
But also, that particular lesson was also taught in the last Discord episode.
Yes,
You can
but...
have different friends for different occasions, and...
Yes, but, but Discord is kind of still learning. Princess Twilight is supposed to be all learned, right now. So this is so ideally the experience of this episode is a humbling experience for Her Majesty, and something she needs to keep that ideal perspective that we discuss of. And also, it's completely a different story with a completely different lesson and a completely different set of characters and execution. So really,
needs more Discord. Every episode needs Discord.
Now, honestly, with the tone of this episode, Discord would have completely ruined it. The tone this episode was going for. Yeah. So, have you noticed? Of course, you noticed because it's quite evident. It's a really nice touch, the fact that Moondancer, basically the younger, polished version of Moondancer, looks like a recolored Twilight model.
Yes.
With glasses. So it's 20% more geeky because it has glasses. That's a nice touch. And then you see how she decays from a physical standpoint, and how she looks like the stereotypical Chatin. Which, again, is what Twilight could have become had she not have find out about her destiny and whatnot. She was so lucky to have Celestia as a mentor, and now Twilight Sparkle has to, ideally, spread what she learned thanks to Celestia to other ponies that are not princesses.
That's what she is supposed to do.
Yes,
as
and
the
that's precisely
Princess of Friendship.
That is precisely what she's supposed to do, and that's what she's going to do. And now, have you noticed? She's going to teach Moondancer the principles of Eckhart, or Eckhart's method, which is interesting. So what, is she going to be her student? That should be that's something that I would really love to see developed some more. In case I didn't make it clear enough, I really like the character of Moondancer here.
Yeah, I didn't like her main style, but
well, it's kind of the point. It's kind of the point. She let herself go.
The way she was wearing her mane, it was so off.
But that's the point. She completely let herself go, so she didn't take care of herself.
But I liked her sweater.
Okay, yeah, the sweater is nice. But I actually like her glasses because they seem to be patched up with scotch tape in the middle, which...
That's so much nerdier.
Okay, I think we pretty much said everything that needed to be said about this episode.
Yes. Well, I don't know what it is. Is it the episodes or Devar missing?
It's the lack of Devar. We're doing this much more speedy, like. So it's take half the time, really, without Devar, I'm sorry to say. They're not as funny, though, without Devar. You know, with these British quips that they are completely non-existent. Okay, then. This has been the Amending Fences episode, Season 5, Episode 12. Really, really nice choice of narrative, and nice choice of lesson, and nice execution. Good job, M.A. Larson. As always, you delivered something memorable and great for everyone to enjoy.
Wait, it was M.A. Larson again?
Oh yes, it was totally M.A. Larson.
Oh.
This guy, try to go and stop this guy. You can't. You can't stop this guy. Can't stop me now. Is his life's theme. That's what it is. Okay, this has been Mad Dog Baymaster.
And I'm SC2 Nightmare.
Thank you for joining us, everybody, and see you next time for another exciting Double FB Pony podcast. Yes, that's what it is. The Double FB podcast. Good night.
See you soon.
Can't stop me now.